Hey guys. Hi, puppy. I know she's starting early today. So we're going to get the hello out of the way so I can start talking. So, right? Want to say hi to the people? Want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. Okay. All right. Okay. Who's tired? Okay, let me put her down so we can get started. Go. Go play. Okay, guys. All right. So, welcome to my channel. If you have been here before, welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Bram. I talk about all things luxury fashion, shopping, lifestyle with a little bit of travel in the future. So if those are things that are interesting to you, then I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and join my growing YouTube family. All right. So today we're going to be talking about what bags I don't think are worth the full price, basically. I have a list of, let me see, one, two, three, I think it's seven. I have a list of like 8 bags, basically, that I don't think that it, not necessarily that they're not even worth the full price, but that you can absolutely find them at a discounted price. So they might be incredible and they might be worth the full price technically, but you don't have to pay that because they are available everywhere on like resale sites for much less than the original price. So let's begin. Okay. First thing is first. Let's go through the list. All right. Let me just start throwing them out there. First one, and I'm going to pop up pictures as we go, all that stuff. First one is the Fendi Peekaboo. Fendi doesn't tend to hold its value very well. Obviously, the baguette now holds its value, but for years and years and years, that also did not hold its value. I want to say when it got reissued was when it started to actually hold its value, and now you could actually make some money on your vintage ones or whatever. But it never did. So Fendi in general, I don't think holds its value very well. The Peekaboo 100% does not. So the Peekaboo was released in 2008. So there are a million of these on the market, and many that were obviously discontinued. So let me actually break in here. All of the bags that I'm going to be talking about are bags that are 100% still available through the actual retail location. So these are all still available. The items themselves are not discontinued. However, if they've been out for a long time, obviously there are colors or patterns or designs or whatever that are discontinued, that were limited edition or whatever. So we're not talking about that. We're just talking about the item as a whole. Obviously, if there's a specific one that you want that is like really like a niche one that you are in love with that came out in like 2010, of course you're going to have to go to the resale market to purchase it. I'm just talking about the items overall as a whole. Okay. So back to the Peekaboo. Introduced in 2008. I actually had to look that up because I thought it was more like 10 and 11, but I was wrong. So fall winter 2008 was when it came out. And obviously that it's been 16 years, almost 17 there, or actually, yeah, almost 17. There are so many patterns and designs that this bag has been made in. Obviously, Fendi is very creative with their designs, in my opinion. So Fendi always has like amazing, beautiful, artistic versions of just like the basic version, right? So there's sequins, there could be fur, there could be, crystals, there could be whatever. Fendi is known for that. So there's many, there's many iterations of this bag that have obviously come out in the last 16 to 17 years. And most of those that aren't available, obviously, on the website, you will have to go second, to the secondary market for. However, they literally don't hold their value. So even if you're looking for like a regular one, like right now, I believe in store, I believe they have like the woven, like the leather woven version, which is the one that I absolutely love. I love the peekaboo. I won't spend full price though, because, and I'll let you know what the full price is in a second, but it just doesn't make much sense in my opinion, because you can get such an amazing deal on the resale market. So that being said, you can, if you're going directly to the store to get one that's, in store at the moment, you're going to be spending, obviously it depends on size and, the version of it. You're going to be spending between 5,000 and 6,500 on average. And it might even be a little higher depending on, what's going on in the bag. So 5,000 to 6,500. If you go to the secondhand market, and I'm talking about, and I'm going to be talking about it for all of the bags that I'm mentioning, we're talking about, Fashion File, Rebag, what else? What goes around comes around. Their prices tend to be a little bit higher sometimes, but their condition tends to be amazing. We're talking about the Real, we're talking about like going directly like on eBay to like some of these Japanese sellers who sometimes have rough looking items, but you can get like a spectacular deal if you're okay with something looking fairly used. And that's not all the time, but I tend to find that sometimes their pieces, their prices are amazing, but they tend to have a little bit more wear just in general. At least via the pictures. I don't always purchase on eBay. I tend to look more for Fashion File or the Real or Rebag is usually where I start. And then if it's something that I can't find at all, then I'll go to eBay and take a look there and see what I can find. Anyway, you can find them on Poshmark. Poshmark. There are so many different places that you can find these items. You are looking at anywhere between like, I've seen them listed for $1,500. I've seen them listed for like up to like about $3,000. So either way, you are saving thousands of dollars by purchasing the peekaboo on the pre-loved market. All right, Carol wants to say hi again. Okay. We're going to hold her for a second, right? We're going to hold you for a second. Okay. All right, next one is the Fendi First. So sticking with our Fendi theme right now, the Fendi First, so we know that the creative director of Fendi is leaving, and with him, the Fendi, Carol, can I please? The Fendi First is going with him. So when I looked at the website, it definitely looks now that they're on their way out. They only had, I believe it was 2 versions of the small left. So take this one with a grain of salt, because in a moment it won't be available on the, on the directly from Fendi and in very shortly. But if you are like dying to get your hands on one and you are going to, you're looking to do it ASAP before they're completely, gone from the site, then I would slow that down and take a look on the secondhand site, because I did. And I'll tell you right now, the small of the Fendi First is $31.90. Okay. And that's just, like I said, that's the designs that they had listed on the site right now. That was for the small size. So it's not the one with the big thick strap. It is the one with the very skinny leather strap. And they were just plain leather. I don't know what colors, but they were, I believe that they were just like basic brown, white, black, like that. So the Fendi First, however, you can save. So depending on the color that you're looking at, depending on the design, all of that stuff, you can save a good $1,000 on the pre-loved market. And these are for items that are really, I mean, if you look, obviously you have to look at what condition they're in, but for the most part, they are in very good to excellent condition. I think that, the Fendi First being such a specific, it's not an everyday bag. It is really a pretty much like a going out bag. Obviously, you can wear it however you want to, but you're not probably wearing that to work with all of your stuff for the day in it. You're probably wearing it out to dinner, or maybe doing a little bit of shopping, or to brunch, or whatever. That's probably what you're using the bag for. Maybe you wore it to a wedding. Maybe you wore it, whatever, because it's convertible. You can wear it obviously on your shoulder, or you can wear it as a clutch. Either way, I don't think that these bags tend to get really beat up. So a lot of them on the secondhand market are in very, very good condition. And with that said, you can save yourself at least $1,000 on the secondhand market. So that's the route that I would go. Next one is the Jody. So the next few are going to be, we're going to be talking about all about Bottega, which also does not hold its value very well. Now, the Jody, I'm talking about obviously the Jody that is available in store at the moment, which is the new Jody with the knot and all that stuff, right? And I'm talking about all the sizes. None of the sizes hold their value. This is a bag that condition wise, you're definitely going to have to go through and, make sure that you're getting the an excellent or a very good version. Obviously, depending on what site you go with, there's different verbiage that's used, but you want to make sure that you're getting, one that's in great condition. But I've seen, mini Jodies specifically because I think they've kind of they've had their moment and they're sort of on their way out. They've been done and done and done for the last few years, that I think it's just becoming something where it's like people are moving on for a little while. It's a very beautiful bag. It's a good classic in my opinion, just because there's not logos all over it. We know that, Bottega is known for their woven leather intricato. I think I'm saying that right. Anyway, don't come for me. We know that they are known for that. And so any bag that's in that, in that intricato, maybe intricato, I don't know. All right, guys, whatever. Any bag that is known for, that has that is going to be kind of like a classic anyway. So I don't think that the Jody is technically out, but I do think it's had its moment and people are looking for something newer and fresher. So if you are still in love with the Jody, specifically the mini, you can absolutely get them for just right over $1,000 sometimes, depending on the color. I see them really listed between $1,000 and $2,000. If you're going for a larger size, you might be looking at mid 2,000 range. But I'll tell you what the full price is. So the small is $3,500, the mini is $2,800, and the large is $4,400 directly from Bottega. So that being said, you absolutely have a ton of room to save money. I mean, you can get yourself 2 minis for the price of and actually you can even more. You can get like 3 minis for the price of a large. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely have, that's the route that I would go. Like I said, you just have to look at make sure that you're getting one that's in relatively good condition, if that is what you are, worried about. Next one, like I said, staying with Bottega, is the cassette bag. Now I'm talking about either the flat version or the puffy version. I'm not talking about the chains. Those are no longer available on the website because I believe that was, obviously that was Daniel Lee. And I think when he left, that kind of, that was done just the same way that obviously the Fendi First is going away. So that being said, the padded, okay, so the regular cassette without the padded leather is $3,300 directly from the website, and the padded is $4,900. So you can get a huge discount on on the resale market for both of those. I want to say that you're looking at between 1,000 and maybe 2,500 at the very, very top of the price scale. And a lot of them also, I've seen many, many that are in excellent condition or very good. And yeah, I mean, there's no reason to spend full price, in my opinion, on that. I think it's a beautiful bag. I actually would love to add one to my collection. When the chunky chain version first came out, I did get a padded cassette with the chain, and I immediately returned it because it was probably 10 pounds without anything in it. And so, yeah, I couldn't, it wasn't going to be functional for me, but I am looking actually to add one with just the regular leather strap in the padded version. I love the silver. I love the gold. I still love the Bottega green. I think they're all spectacular. You can absolutely find them for $1,500, $1,800 in that range on a resale market, 100%. So I would definitely go that route and not buy it new from store. The next one is also Bottega again, and it's the pouch bag. So that bag, I think also, while it is classic to a certain extent, it is also kind of, I think that it's just been quite a few years and we're sort of done with it. That bag, the only one that's available, and I think also because it was like a very Daniel Lee, like he brought that design in, and with him gone, it has sort of like I don't know if they're just going through their stock or they're not doing it anymore. I don't know, but they only have the woven leather now. I'm not going to try to say that again. They only have the woven leather on the website now that I could see. Maybe it's available from like Neiman Marcus or Saks or whatever in the, in the smoother, like the calf leather or whatever that other leather is, the one that's not woven, whatever leather they use. But on the Bottega site itself, it only comes in the woven leather now, which I think is absolutely beautiful. I had one. I also sold that because it was just kind of like, I don't know. For that price, it was difficult to carry around. The first time I used it, somebody dropped a drink on it. So it was just one of those things where I was like, yeah, this isn't going to work for me. It is absolutely gorgeous, though. I wouldn't mind maybe getting it again in like a darker color so I don't have to really worry about that maybe. Mine was in like a very light, I think it was called almond. I'm not 100% sure, but it was very beautiful. I think that we are, again, kind of like coming out of being obsessed with that type of bag. It's kind of been around for a while. And like I said, while I think it's a classic because it's just a big clutch and it's beautiful and smushy and whatever, I think that we're kind of like looking at new things and wanting to have new things. And this will kind of always be there and not be like irrelevant, but people are just moving on a little bit. So that being said, on the website, the woven version is $4,200 directly from Bottega. And you can find them in incredible condition for under $3,000 on the resale market. Absolutely. If you're looking for the regular leather and not the woven leather, you can even find it for like some of them I've seen for just right over $1,000. So again, always going to depend on if the item is in good condition, if it's not in good condition, what color is it? Is it a color that is like extremely sought after? Is it a color that nobody really wants? Is it something that, like, for example, Fashion File has 300 of them on their site? Or is it something that it's like a one-off, like the zebra I know goes for more, that type of thing. This also, obviously, as I'm sure you all know, can come with the, the giant chain also. Those tend to be even cheaper sometimes because I think that people are kind of over the chain and it's very, very heavy. So, but do with that what you will. I think that if you're thinking about that bag, secondhand market is the only way to go. I mean, why spend $3,000 more than you need to? And maybe even more than that. Okay. Now, next one is we're going to talk about YSL for a second. This is another brand that I don't think holds its value very well. I like YSL. I find them a little bit boring just because I think that we've been seeing the same bags from them for years. That big tote bag, when did that come out? Maybe 2 years ago. The big lambskin, I think it was, I don't know, black tote bag, and then they had it in a suede version, and it was like everybody was trying to get their hands on it. That was like the most exciting thing, in my opinion, to come out of YSL for like a while, because other than that, we've been seeing the same bags over and over again. We've been seeing the Lulu. I think that's been out since like 16 or 17, maybe even longer. That's just when I kind of started looking at YSL again. We have been seeing the college bag, which I actually love and think it is a very practical bag. It's just not worth the full price in my opinion. And like the camera bag, et cetera, et cetera. These bags are just like, they've been done to the ground in my opinion. And, if you have them, I'm not saying that they're like, I'm just a little bored. You know what I'm saying? I think that they're beautiful bags. I'm just a little bit bored. So the Lulu specifically, I looked on the website. The large Lulu, let's look at this, is okay. So the large Lulu on the website is $3,000. The medium is $2,900 and the small is $2,600. You can definitely save about $1,000 on the pre-loved market on a Lulu. Absolutely. You can get the large or the medium for just right around $2,000, maybe even like the high teens between 15 and 2. The small goes for even less. It can go for like close to 1,000, maybe between 1,000 and 1,500 on the secondhand market. And then let's talk about the college bag. So the college bag is $2,650 for, I think it looks like the large one. And yeah, I think so. And okay, that's it. That's what I have. Okay. So the college bag is $2,650 on the website. I believe that's the large or the medium. I'm not 100% sure. But I see the college bags all day going for like $1,500 and below. If it's in perfect, like, brand new condition. Maybe you're looking at between 1,500 and 2,000, but honestly, I haven't seen any hitting that 2,000 mark for quite a while now. I think that the college bag is incredible. To me, it's like the Chanel 19 of YSL. It's sort of like the same functionality and everything. I think it's beautiful. I think it's functional. I love a bag that gives me a top handle and a crossbody or a long shoulder strap at the same time. I love like a convertible option. I just think that in store it's too much. And honestly, YSL is still doing okay with their prices compared to like the prices of other luxury houses. So they haven't, gone up in price the way that all of these other brands have. I feel like their price has been fairly stabilized for like the last 5, 6 years or so. But it definitely is something that you can still save a pretty penny on the resale market if you are willing to go that route. All right, Carol, I'm like sweating holding her because she's like half off my lap. Anyway, guys, okay. We're at the end of this video anyway, so I will let you all go. I just wanted to give you that information in case anybody out there was looking for one of these beautiful bags at a, you know, at full price. And I just wanted to give you the information that you definitely don't have to spend full price. I am definitely in my like vintage bag or resale, resale secondhand bag. That's what I meant to say. I am definitely in my like secondhand bag era right now. I'm loving like searching for bags and kind of like it's fun for me again to like search on the secondhand market for the things that I'm looking for instead of just going directly to the store. I'm also liking obviously saving a little bit of money because I've been doing that more lately than buying brand new. And I just wanted to kind of give you guys the information as well if you are into that like I am at the moment. So, that being said, thank you for sitting with me if you've made it this long. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, can you give Carol and I a thumbs up? That helps the algorithm to, it trains it to let YouTube know to push my videos out because you guys are enjoying and maybe other people would enjoy as well. And if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. It costs you nothing. It is completely free for you, but it means the world to me. And that's it. I'm going to put my Instagram handle up here somewhere so that you can possibly follow me on Instagram. I am going to start I swear, I'm going to start this weekend posting like outfit videos, how I wear my items, all of that stuff, more just kind of behind the scenes life type of stuff, obviously, and a lot of pictures of Carol. So if you like that, then, if you love her, come follow me there. And that's it. I'm going to leave a video up here just in case you haven't, seen enough of me today and you'd like to continue watching. And we will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye, guys.